We're checking our photographer's hair for lice, and if we find some, we're in the right spot, Coastal Lice Center. And with back to school going on right now, well, you might need to come here, so stick around. We'll tell you all the details, how easy and safe it is to get rid of the lice.
You're watching Good Morning Carolinas with Jason Glassfold, Crystal Costa, meteorologist Darren Stack, and Amanda Kinson.
And a very good Monday morning to you, as good as Mondays can be. Thanks for waking up with us. Hey, we're headed back to the grindstone. All the kids are headed back to school, and there is one big concern when the little ones head back to school, and that is head lice. I'm itching right now talking about it.
Amanda's sitting in there itching already. But in Horry County schools, if one student has lice, then the whole school has, or the whole class has to be screened for it. Yeah. So WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinson is live in Myrtle Beach at the Coastal Lice Center with some details and tips if your kid gets lice, huh, Amanda?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it does. It goes so fast around the classroom if children do pick up lice. So first, let's talk about how to actually check for lice, because you know you want to check your kids probably a lot, especially here at the beginning of school. Yeah. We've got my photographer here, Keith, and we're going to check through his hair, right?
Right. Parents should check through their children's hair once a week, whether they suspect lice or not, because by the time you know you have lice, you've already had it probably for 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So, of course, itching is a sign, but you should check every week whether your child is scratching or not.
Okay. Are you itchy right now? A little bit. Oh, a little bit. Probably because we're here thinking about it. Okay,
exactly.
So you just
have to say the
kind
word
of look
lice
through, or what do you?
Yeah, well, the best tool is the lice comb.
Okay.
The lice comb, not the kind you get in the box of red, but the kind you get here. And the best thing to do is just to comb through the hair. And to see, make sure all the tangles are out, and to see if, you know, comb through and look, and to see if you catch a bug. And hopefully not, but if you do, then you know you have a confirmed case of lice. If you don't see any bugs, then you look through and you look for the little nits, which are the eggs, and you'll find those close to the scalp on the hair shaft. But don't confuse them with dandruff. If you see something on your hair and it can flake right off, if it flakes right off, then it's not a nit or an egg. You have to literally pull it all the way to the end of the hair to get that off. So a lot of people misdiagnose, thinking that some of those things are lice.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep checking Keith, and hopefully we don't find anything. But if we do,
he's in good hands.
Take care of it here.
Good hands, that's for sure.
We all have some experience, or some of us girls in the newsroom have lice experience from back in the day when we were kids. So
well, it's
not pleasant.
No, it's got to be bad, especially if we got thick hair.
Exactly. You know? It's like a lice's paradise. Yeah. Local students are in their very first full week of school, and as the school year gets underway, parents could eventually face an annoying problem: kids getting lice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've all had it. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinson is live at the Coastal Lice Center with details on how you can treat that problem if your child has lice this school year. Good morning to you, Amanda.
Good morning. Yeah, well, first we talked about, you know, how to look for lice, and I didn't realize this because this is actually a lice brush, and you know, it's really close together. This is a good way to look for one. You don't get this after the fact. You actually get this to look through the hair.
Well, you also use it for treatment.
Right, for treatment too.
It's the best tool you can have.
Yeah, because big difference. I mean, you can see a big difference there. Okay, so what do you do if you find lice besides scream and think, oh no?
The first thing is not to panic. Of course, the word lice sends fear through everybody. Yes. First thing is don't panic. Second thing, call Coastal Lice Center. But, you know, we do head checks here to see, because it's important to confirm a case before you treat it. Whether you choose to have me treat it or treat it at home, it's important to get non-toxic products. The things they sell over the counter in the grocery store are full of pesticides.
Yuck, pesticides. You know, I never even thought about that, but you don't want to put that on your hair or your child's hair. So, okay, down here, these are some safer products?
Yes. Okay. I do sell these, and I do use these products here for treatment also. But if you'd like to do it at home, you can come in and get the products here, and you're guaranteed that these are safe for your use.
What do you look at in the contents? You know, what I'm sure it doesn't say pesticide.
No, I use all enzyme-based products. You know, you go to the over-the-counter stuff and it has all the big words like permethians and perithians and all those you can't pronounce.
Right. Okay. So big words bad. I've always thought that anyway.
Yes,
I mean, just
yeah.
stick to the short words.
Yes,
right?
exactly. So, but if you do choose to treat at home, and if you do use the stuff you buy in the grocery store, just be sure to use them as directed.
Google the big words if you don't know what they are, and think about it because you want to save stuff on your head, right, guys?
Right.
That's for sure.
You know, you don't want to use the product.
And this is their first back-to-school season because we were there to cover their grand opening. I think it was back in March or April earlier this year. So.
Yeah, so I'm sure they're probably going to be busy this year.
Let's hope not, but.
Well, head lice, it's a problem almost all of us have had to face at some point in our lives.
Unfortunately true, but with school back in session, it's an issue many parents are likely going to have to face at some point this school year. So WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinzit is live at the Coastal Lice Center with details on how to treat the problem. Hey, Amanda.
That's right. We talked about looking around for lice you find in your hair, and then you want to treat it with these natural products. You know, don't just run out to the grocery store and buy something because you did that.
Yes. Before I knew what I was doing when my children had lice, I ran straight to the grocery store and just bought the over-the-counter products, which not only have pesticides, they also have gotten where they don't work. They've been around for 30-plus years, and the lice have built up resistance.
Okay.
So it's really important to, if you're treating with those products or any products, to use as directed. But the main defense is a good lice comb and also just time. I mean, you have to manually remove every nit, which is the lice eggs, strand by strand, which is very time consuming. That's why people get a lot of the reoccurrences. You think you've gotten it all, but you haven't.
Okay.
So you have to be very
So
careful
that's one
about
reason
that.
people bring them to you because
Exactly.
who wants to
We'll
see
take
that?
care
You've
of it.
been there with your daughter. It's probably not the most fun thing to sit down with your child and go through their hair for hours.
No, and as you know, with children, they're going to do better for somebody else than they do with their parents. So they're much better sitting here with me, watching a movie, and let me tend to it than having to deal with their parents.
But if you do it at home, what do? I mean, you take one of these little brushes.
You use the product as directed, and then you have to have a lice comb to comb out. And that comb there gets about 85%. The ones you buy in the store, probably 20%. So you have to be sure to comb out and also just inspect.
Okay.
Just
but
really small.
you can get these to use at home from,
I sell those.
Okay. All right, so you can get these to use at home, but you have to go through and get every little one out.
Yes, and after, I mean, as I said, the comb only gets 85%, so you have to get the rest just manually.
Oh, okay, fun.
Yes.
So, Lice Patrol, she said to check your kids every week, even if you don't think they have it, just in case, guys.
And just in case folks don't know, if you don't want to go through all that work of combing through their hair, you can go to Coastal Lice Center and they do it.
There you go. Students are back in class now all over our area, and that means for parents it's also the time of year to worry about lice.
Yeah, all right. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinzit is live at the Coastal Lice Center, and I guess they're going to be busy because kids get lice, and Amanda is showing us how not to get it.
Yes, you don't want to get lice. Kids are around each other. What are some preventative steps that they can take and that parents can take to make sure their kids don't get lice?
Well, the best thing to do is to wear your hair in a ponytail if you're a girl, because that kind of pulls up the drawbridge for the lice to not pass over from one person to another. And we also have some mint spray that repels lice. Lice do not like the smell of mint.
Oh.
So if you find a good mint spray or something like that to put on your hair.
Okay.
But of course, children are going to be in close contact with one another. So as long as you have blood in your body, you're susceptible to lice. So pull your hair in a ponytail, put some peppermint spray on your hair. And
Don't
mostly
share hats.
Right.
Don't hang out with your heads next to each other, I guess, right? But kids do that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's mostly head-to-head contact. You don't have to worry as much about hats and coats as you think. But obviously just use common sense about not sharing hair brushes and other hair items.
Okay, and lice don't jump.
They do not
They
jump.
wouldn't jump over
No,
to
they
me
do not
from
jump
you.
and they do not fly. So that should put your mind at ease a little bit. It really is head-to-head contact.
I will say I have been here before, and you should see me the first time. My hair was in a tight bun, all tucked under a hat, and now I'm brave because I learned that they're not just going to hop on me.
Exactly.
Okay, and if you do get it and you go home, pillowcases, just watch out for that kind of stuff, right?
You just have to use common sense cleaning. You don't have to go crazy cleaning your house, but just think about the 24-hour period from when you treated your child and washing the pillowcases and sheets and clothes. And you don't have to bag your items up for 2 weeks like you think. Just if you have a favorite stuffed animal, throw it in the dryer for 30 minutes. or bag it up for a couple of days, because lice cannot live off of your head for more than 24 hours.
Okay, so 24 hours and
Not
that's
living
it.
in your house.
But as you mentioned, check once a week, parents, even if you don't think that your child might have lice, because you want to catch it before they're everywhere. Wear your hair in a ponytail and mint. I don't know. Have some mints.
Exactly.
My kids a good excuse to put gum in their hair, so don't do that. It's the spray.
And good luck if you have long, thick hair for the girls. That takes a whole lot of time.
Can't imagine.